Hello everyone, I am starting with the next part of absorption by root, and today we will be covering all the experiments for absorption by root. Starting with the first experiment, but before this, if you have not watched the part 1, 2 and 3 for absorption by root, please go back and watch those parts because important for building your concepts. Coming to the last part of the chapter, part 4, absorption by roots, and starting with the first experiment. What is the aim of the first experiment? To show that roots absorb water. सबको पता है, this is not a new fact for you. You all know that roots absorb water. But how will you prove it in an experiment? What they have done to prove? दो टेस्ट ट्यूब लिया, both the test tubes are full of water और दोनों के टॉप पे एक लेयर ऑफ ऑयल है. Why do you think the layer of oil is there on top of test tube? ये ऑयल लेयर क्या करेगी? It will prevent which process? Evaporation of water from the test tube. So they have taken two test tube full of water. On top of both the test tube there is a layer of oil. क्या करेगी वो layer of oil? It will prevent evaporation of water from the test tube. One test tube is marked as A, the other one is B. First test tube में A में कोई plant नहीं है, as it is ये test tube रखा हुआ है. In the test tube B, a young plant with the roots is inserted. अब both the test tube are left in open for 1-2 days. After 1-2 days, what will be your observation in both the test tube? तो 2 दिन बाद क्या ऑब्जर्वेशन होगी दोनों टेस्ट ट्यूब में? एक टेस्ट ट्यूब में प्लांट था विद द रूट्स, दूसरे टेस्ट ट्यूब में कोई प्लांट नहीं था. सो व्हाट विल बी योर ऑब्जर्वेशन? टेस्ट ट्यूब ए में वाटर लेवल विल रिमेन सेम इवन आफ्टर 2 days. वाटर लेवल में कोई चेंज नहीं आएगा. क्यों? Why do you think water level is not changing in test tube A? क्योंकि पानी evaporate नहीं हो सकता. There is a layer of oil which is making sure that evaporation cannot take place. और कोई young plant भी नहीं है कि roots absorb कर ले पानी को. So the level of water in test tube A will remain same. Now, what will happen in test tube B after 1 or 2 days? Evaporation तो नहीं हो सकता. There is a layer of oil. Why do you think level of water decreases in test tube B after 2 days? क्योंकि roots are absorbing water, proving roots absorb water in plants. Is this clear? There's a similar experiment in your transpiration chapter. The only difference in the diagram, transpiration में जो diagram है उसमें roots नहीं है. Absorption by root में जो plant लिया है उसमें roots intact है. This is the only diagram, only difference in the diagram of transpiration and absorption by root. Please make sure you do not make this mistake in your exam. Now, moving to the next experiment, to show that water is conducted upwards through the xylem. Now, सबको पता है कि plant में vascular tissues present होते हैं. Plant में क्या present होते हैं? Vascular tissues, also known as vascular bundles. दो type के होते हैं, xylem and phloem. What are the two types of vascular tissues or vascular bundles present in plants? Xylem and phloem. Xylem transports water and mineral in plants. So xylem transports water and mineral. Phloem transports food. So there are vascular tissues present in plants. What are the names of those vascular tissues? Xylem and phloem. Xylem transports water and mineral and phloem transports food. My question is, do you think xylem and phloem works in the same direction या डायरेक्शन अलग अलग होती है? Xylem में यूनिडायरेक्शन मूवमेंट होती है. रूट्स से वाटर और मिनरल अपवर्ड्स ट्रैवल करते हैं प्लांट में. रूट्स एब्जॉर्ब करेगी सॉइल से वाटर एंड मिनरल एंड xylem की हेल्प से वो वाटर एंड मिनरल विल बी ट्रांसपोर्टेड अपवर्ड्स इन द प्लांट. So xylem works unidirectionally. And what is that unidirection? Upwards. Phloem bidirectional movement करता है food की, and food is transported in the form of sucrose, stored in the form of starch, and produced in the form of glucose. Now, because the function of xylem and phloem is clear to you, come back to the experiment to show that water is conducted upwards through the xylem. So how they have shown this in the experiment? Take a beaker full of water. Beaker में पूरा पानी लिया, फिर एक plant डाला roots के साथ. So there's a healthy young plant with the roots intact in the beaker. अब बीकर में पिंक कलर की डाई डाल दी, दे हैव यूज्ड अ पिंक कलर डाई in the water of the beaker. So pink color dye which is used in the experiment, eosin dye. So they have taken a beaker full of water और beaker के अंदर एक plant डाल दिया. Now few drops of pink color dye are added in the beaker. तो अब पानी का color is pink because of this dye. अब ये पूरा setup 3-4 घंटे के लिए ऐसे ही छोड़ दिया. So the entire setup is left for 3-4 hours. Now, what will be the observation after 3-4 hours? After 3-4 hours, if you will take transverse section of stem का transverse section लिया, stem में periphery में phloem present होता है और center में xylem present होता है. P for periphery, P for phloem. So stem की periphery में क्या present है? Phloem. Stem के center में क्या present है? Xylem. So after 3-4 hours, transverse section of stem is taken and what will be the observation under microscope? ये transverse section में xylem और phloem को देखा गया and one of them turns pink. What do you think? Which one will turn pink? जो भी इन दोनों में से ये पिंक वाला पानी ऊपर ले जा रहा होगा प्लांट्स में वही पिंक बनेगा. What do you think? Which one will be pink in color? Xylem or phloem? So when the transverse section of stem is observed under the microscope, xylem was found pink in color. Why do you think xylem was found pink in color? Because xylem was the one which was transporting this pink water upwards in the plant. So I'll repeat it. Beaker में पानी लिया और एक healthy plant डाला. पानी में they have added few drops of pink color dye. तो अब पानी pink color का हो गया. The entire setup is left for 3-4 hours. 3-4 घंटे पूरा सेटअप छोड़ दिया. अब क्या होगा? रूट्स पानी एब्जॉर्ब करेंगी और जाइलम ये पानी ट्रांसपोर्ट करेगा अपवर्ड्स. तो फिर क्या किया? आफ्टर 3-4 आवर्स एक ट्रांसवर्स सेक्शन लिया स्टेम का. स्टेम में पेरिफेरी में क्या प्रेजेंट होता है? फ्लोएम. पी फॉर फ्लोएम, पी फॉर पेरिफेरी. और स्टेम के सेंटर में क्या प्रेजेंट होता है? जाइलम. तो जब इस ट्रांसवर्स सेक्शन को माइक्रोस्कोप के अंडर ऑब्जर्व किया, one of the vascular tissue was found pink in color. कौन सा? तो xylem was found pink in color क्योंकि xylem क्या ट्रांसपोर्ट कर रहा था? ये पिंक पानी upwards in the plant. So that was the experimental aim to show that water is conducted upwards through the xylem. Now coming to the third experiment.
Hey, hello everyone. So I am putting a lot of efforts in creating these videos for you. If you like my content, please like and subscribe. It will help me in reaching more audience. Thank you.
Which is conduction of water through the xylem. So aim is still the same, but they have conducted a different experiment this time to re-establish the same statement that xylem is the one which is conducting water upwards in the plant. So aim same hai, but different experiment this time. Now what they have done in this experiment, they have taken two beakers A and B. दोनों beaker में पानी लिया and एक leafy shoot insert कर दी दोनों beaker में. Both the beakers has a leafy shoot. Beaker A में से shoot का peripheral इस part में shoot का peripheral part remove कर दिया. Now in the previous experiment I told you what is present in the peripheral part of the stem. P for peripheral, P for phloem. तो beaker A में जो leafy shoot है उसका phloem remove कर दिया, उसका peripheral part remove कर दिया, तो यहाँ पे phloem नहीं है. Beaker B में stem का center part remove कर दिया. Now what is there in the center part? अगर peripheral part में phloem है, center part में what is present? Which vascular tissue? Xylem. तो beaker B में जो leafy shoot है उसमें से xylem remove कर दिया. Center में क्या present था? Xylem. Xylem removed. Beaker A में से what is removed from the stem? Phloem. The entire setup is left for 3-4 hours. अब 3-4 घंटे बाद when you will come back to your experimental setup, what will be the observation? 3-4 घंटे बाद क्या change होगा इस experimental setup में? When we will look at experimental setup in the beaker A, what will be the observation? कि लीव्स अभी भी हेल्दी हैं, टर्जिड हैं, leaves are healthy and turgid, means they are getting enough amount of water. So what was the vascular tissue which was transporting enough amount of water to the leaves so that they can stay healthy and turgid? Xylem. Xylem present था, सिर्फ phloem remove किया था, तो leaf की turgidity में कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ा. They are still getting water and mineral because xylem is still intact. On the other hand, beaker B में क्या किया था? Xylem remove किया था, phloem intact रखा था. तो leaves wilt हो जाती हैं, leaves droop down, leaves wilt because they are not getting enough water. They are not receiving water because what is missing in the leafy shoot? Xylem. Proving xylem is the one which transports water upwards in the plant. Now coming to the last experiment, which says to show that food from the leaves is conducted downwards through the phloem in the stem. Now you all know there are two types of vascular tissues in plants, xylem and phloem. Xylem transports water and mineral upwards unidirectionally. Phloem transports food in both the directions. Now look at the experimental setup. They have taken a well-watered potted plant. एक potted plant लिया. Stem में से, इस part of the stem में से peripheral part is removed. Now P for periphery, P for phloem. What is present in the peripheral part of the stem? Phloem. What is present in the center part of the stem? Xylem. Now from this part of the stem, phloem is removed and the entire setup is left for few weeks. What will be the observation after few weeks? What will be the observation? What changes will you observe? Now after few weeks, let's call this region ring. The part of the stem from where phloem is removed is called ring. इस रिंग के ऊपर वाला स्टेम will grow in diameter. इस रिंग के नीचे वाला स्टेम will die after some time. ऐसे क्यों हुआ? Leaves ने photosynthesis से खाना बनाया. That food was getting transported downwards by phloem. यहाँ तक food पहुंचा, अब उसके नीचे there is no phloem to transport it. तो सारा food यहाँ पे accumulates होना start हो जाएगा. What will start at this point? Accumulation of food. And this accumulation of food will result in growth in diameter of the stem above the ring. अब what will happen to the part of the stem below the ring? इस वाली स्टेम के पास तो फूड पहुंचा ही नहीं, सारा फूड यहीं एक्यूमुलेट हो गया क्योंकि यहाँ पे फ्लोएम है ही नहीं ट्रांसपोर्ट करने के लिए. तो दिस रीजन इज ग्रोइंग इन द डायमीटर बिकॉज ऑफ एक्यूमुलेशन ऑफ फूड. इस रीजन का क्या होगा जिसके पास कोई फूड पहुंच ही नहीं रहा? क्या ये एकदम से मर जाएगा, इंस्टेंटली विल डाई? नो. फर्स्ट इट विल स्टार्ट यूजिंग द स्टोर्ड फूड. जो भी स्टार्च के फॉर्म में स्टोर्ड फूड है पहले उस पे फीड करना स्टार्ट करेगा, वो यूज करना स्टार्ट करेगा. वंस द स्टोर्ड फूड इज एग्जॉस्टेड टू, then what will happen to this part? It will die. Proving phloem is the one which was transporting food downwards from the leaves to the stem. Now coming to the last part of the chapter, forces contributing to ascent of sap. What is ascent? Moving upwards. What is sap? Water plus minerals. Now forces contributing to ascent of sap, there are many forces. Root pressure, मैंने पढ़ा दिया. In the previous part, I've told you what is root pressure. We have done this, and root pressure help in ascent of sap, especially in herbaceous plants. What are herbaceous plants? Small plants like shrubs and herbs. तो छोटे छोटे plants like shrubs and herbs में ascent of sap के लिए root pressure enough होता है. This is a very important. Name the following question from your board papers. So name the pressure which is responsible for ascent of sap in herbaceous plants. So what is the pressure? Root pressure. Now capillary action. What is capillary action? एक narrow tube में water rises up. This narrow tube is xylem. Xylem में water rises up because of which action? Capillary action. Narrower the tube, the higher the water will rise. Now I'll give you a simple example. सबने straw use किया है for liquid juices. Juice पीने के लिए सबने straw use किया है. Straw में juice rises up. किसकी वजह से? Capillary action की वजह से. Now coming to the next force responsible for ascent of sap, transpirational pull. Transpirational pull के बारे में I'll explain it in transpiration chapter. For now, just know that this is one of the force responsible for ascent of sap. स्पेशली इन टॉलर ट्रीज अप टू 50 मीटर्स. अगर छोटे छोटे पेड़ों की बात हो रही है, श्रब्स, हर्ब्स की, तो असेंट ऑफ सैप रूट प्रेशर से ही हो जाएगा. बट इफ दे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट असेंट ऑफ सैप इन टॉलर ट्रीज अप टू 50 meters, which pressure is important? Transpirational pull. Now cohesion. So cohesion and adhesion you have also done in chemistry. So what is cohesion? Similar type of molecules stay together. Example, all the water molecules stay together. So similar type of molecules are attracted to each other because of cohesion. So all the water molecules stay together because of cohesion. Adhesion क्या होता है? Different type of molecules are attracted to each other. I'll give you example. Water molecules are attracted to xylem. So water molecules stick to the wall of xylem. So when different type of molecules are attracted to each other, the force responsible is adhesion. So let's say this is xylem. What will happen? All the water molecules stay together because of cohesion. Now the water molecules are attracted to wall of xylem by adhesion. Now these water molecules will rise up because of capillary action. So these are all the forces which are responsible for ascent of sap in the plants. Gravity is responsible for downward movement of sap in plants. Gravity, downward movement of sap. These forces are responsible for ascent of sap. Very, very important MCQ question. Name the following question. And one more type of question can be framed in section A. Odd one out. How will they ask you odd one out? Root pressure, transpirational pull, cohesion, gravity. What is the odd one out? Gravity. Write the category to which others belong. Others are responsible for ascent of sap, whereas gravity is responsible for downward movement of sap. Now that's all for absorption by root. Now we'll meet soon in the next chapter.
If you like my content, please like and subscribe. It will help me in reaching more audience. Thank you.